Should be up and running here. So good afternoon to all. We've been closed here for about 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for July 14th, 2022. Q's up 0.36, SPY down about 0.25%. All right, gapping down initially, but able to recover, and you can see the Qs even went positive on the day. So as we discussed yesterday, we were bearish as long as we stayed below yesterday's high. Now, unexpected from, I thought that we were going to continue this bearishness, that we had the gap down, we were going to get more follow through. But led by the Qs here, we did see the Qs rally up. Now, they haven't been able to take out the highs. 288.05 is the high from yesterday. And the SPY is not really close to doing so. The SPY still has some room. So SPY held down today by the financials. We did have gap downs in the banks. Okay. JPM reported. All right. So SPY and energy is weak, also another component of the SPY that is more heavily weighted in the SPY than it is in the Qs. So those two sectors weighing the SPY down, Qs leading the way on the bounce back up. Okay. So definitely more of a bullish reaction to this support than I would have expected. Daily on the Qs, in comparison to the SPY and the IWM, does look like it is attempting to transition. It's not there yet, okay? And really the number remains the same. This is where we said it need to get over, and for tomorrow, that's still going to be the same, 288.05. And for the SPY, it's going to be over 381.92. If we even get over today's high for the SPY, I do think that is a pretty good start here, because this one and the IWM, both just a little bit weaker than the Qs, right? You can see the Qs, 20 MA here is actually just starting to point up, and that's from the last couple of days of price action, right? Whereas the IWM flat, and then the SPY flat as we are still underneath it, okay? So really all that means is that the Qs showing a little bit more signs of life as far as trying to put it in the bottom than the IWM and SPY. But really, I think with the hourly the way it is, it's still in a downtrend. As long as it remains that way, I'm going to stay bearish. Okay? So bearish, as long as we stay below yesterday's high. We break above it, I'll have to wait and see. I think I'm not quite ready to go bullish, but you could start to anticipate. Okay? All right, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, we know what we're looking for, and so we'll deal with the bias as it starts to materialize. Okay. All right. Plays from today. So Go EV, first play really that I tried to get today, but didn't want to trigger initially. So here was the first idea. Okay, first idea on the Go EV as a base breakout. Here is what was happening on the daily. We were gapping up, and on the day where the market's gapping down, that's what we call relative strength. That's what we want to see as far as professional gaps. All right. And so this was gapping up to 390 or so. Here was the hourly. So he was kind of putting in a bottom. And what I noticed is that we were getting attention today. We were getting the volume. I wanted to see what kind of move this had. So the first play didn't trigger. Okay, didn't trigger. Came in, and then it made this big move up. Now, I did watch it make this move, you know, all the way up to new highs. There was no entry, though, right? And I was looking at all the time frames, you know, so, okay, 2 minute. You know, this was a pretty sloppy base here. It's going to be triggering right into this other base, so no play on this sloppy 2 minute base. Zoomed out to the 5, and by the time the 5 was making a new high, it was already multiple bars up in a row. I'm not gonna get in now, right? And it was taking out the highs, basically triggering the entry where I had previously made the call on. And then, you know, but where are you gonna put the stop? Down here, right? Now we're looking at a what, 25 cent stop or something. Well, that was a pretty big stop. So no play yet. So then just kept watching it. And then eventually we got a nice 2 minute pullback right off the 20 MA. So that was the numbers there that I gave you, was from this 2-minute pullback. Okay, right there. So I thought that was a really pretty setup and really tight stop, and then wanted to see how far it'd go. Now, the management, I didn't do a very good job. I took this as target 1. I took this as target 2. And then I took the last piece right in, I think right in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. I think I took this, the next new high as target 3. I was managing more off of the 1. So here, I'll show you what it looked like. Yeah, so 1, 2, and then 3. But I did know that we had room. So, you know, we had room, that wide range bar, and it really got to the target. What's the high there? $5. What's the high here? $5. So I think keeping it simple, you really could have aimed right for that $5. That's the high, and been pretty on target there. So definitely got out early, went all the way up to $5 as you can see. So I got out there, was the last piece, went all the way. So I probably got, I don't know, quarter, a third of the move maybe. So management wasn't very good. Now, it wasn't easy though, because if you watch the hourly here, right, as this bar is still forming, my stop's really supposed to go down here still. So, yeah, and then eventually it would have trailed off the hourly. Not that much different than where I got out the last piece anyway. But, you know, at least when it was running up, definitely could have given it a little bit more room on the runner. So management could have been better, but I think still a good play overall. You know, noticed that it was getting the attention, showing a lot of relative strength, and then got the follow through. Okay. Also did the boar this morning. Oh, right. The boar was the reversal. I don't really love these plays. I think this only kind of worked because I did happen to just get the bottom. I think I had a similar play yesterday on the YSG, just down a lot, and then you get the setup. I think the first time I tried it worked, and the second time I tried it didn't work. So yeah, this was the first one. Yeah, managed it right. Penny by penny, and then eventually trailed. Now it's just off the. I think I got in either 63 or 64. I remember I got a pretty good entry. It's just a scalp. Level 2, stayed strong, bid stayed strong all the way up until it trailed. Okay. And then that was pretty much it. All right. So yeah, those were the main ones. I didn't really get involved in the rig. Did see this one have some decent entries. I knew this rig was tricky, so I kind of stayed away with it. And then actually as a long also worked a little bit too. So some of you may have done well on that. I did not though. I didn't get involved. I thought it was kind of too good to be true. I even said so on the mic, so I ended up letting that one go. All right. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's market wrap. Hope you had a nice day. We will be back at it tomorrow, and I will talk to you then. Have a good evening.